What's up, everybody? It's me, Joey P. Joe Pisapia, back with another waiver wire video for Week 7 in Major League Baseball. Can you believe it? Week 7 already? We're here. And the incredible trend this year in 2023 has been prospects. So many prospects, all these young players, so exciting, giving Major League Baseball a great injection of youth and excitement. That's what we want to see. And I've got another one you should be adding now to your roster before he gets called up, because when he does, this price is going to triple, quadruple. It's going to be really hard to get him. So let's speculate on this name. Let's add him to our rosters now before things get out of control. But before we get to that name, I want to remind you to like this video, share, and subscribe to FantasyPros MLB. And don't forget to click that little bell till it goes ding for notifications. And we've got a really cool game for you if you enjoy fantasy baseball and you're watching this video, so I guess you do. It's So Rare. So check out MLB's version over at So Rare, FantasyPros.com/collect. That's the place to get it. It's a revolutionary, free-to-play fantasy baseball game with officially licensed digital cards from all 30 Major League teams. You can build your roster, open the pack, you can scout, buy, sell, and you compete for dominance. Again, FantasyPros.com/collect. So Rare MLB. The next era is yours, and these players can be yours if you add them this week in Major League Baseball. So, without further ado, here are the names to add in Week 7 for MLB. Let's kick things off with Cincinnati Reds third baseman to be Christian Encarnacion Strand. He is rostered already in 45% of leagues, and I say to be because he's still at AAA. So far at AAA this year, he's hitting .371 with a .400 OBP, a whopping .742 slugging, and an .1142 OPS. Those are gaudy numbers, and they're not coming out of nowhere. If you look back at last year between high A and double A for Cincinnati, he had 32 homers, 114 ribbies, hit .304 with a .955 OPS. So really, it's just a matter of time. Encarnacion Strand did struggle early on in spring with a back injury. That is behind him, and possibly a call-up is in front of him very soon. With the way prospects have been called up already in Major League Baseball so far at an incredible clip in 2023, Encarnacion Strand is somebody to add now before the cost gets too high a few weeks from now. Next on the board, Angels starting pitcher Chase Silph, who is rostered in just under 10% of leagues right now, which is kind of shocking. With Jose Suarez going to the IL, and probably a good thing for this rotation the way he's pitched this year, Chase Silph gets an opportunity. Now, he is probably their top pitching prospect right now. He turns 23 actually this coming week, and he's logged a .90 ERA, a .90 whip, and 20 strikeouts with a 60.9% ground ball rate in 20 innings through his first 4 starts at AAA this year. So we have to understand there's going to be bumps in the road like every young pitcher, but Silph has an opportunity here with Suarez out for the foreseeable future to kind of ingratiate himself into this rotation. The Angels are trying to do everything they can to stay in this American League West, and if Silph can contribute early on, he will lock in this rotation spot. What's it going to look like when we get to August? Let's worry about that in August. Let's try to win now. So Chase Silph is somebody you should add right now, probably in your keeper leagues too, on the off chance he hits the ground running this coming week. I see London, I see JP France, starting pitcher of the Houston Astros, rostered in under 30% of leagues currently, that I want to add to your roster this coming week in Major League Baseball. So Jose Urquidy is out until the All-Star break. Luis Garcia out for the year with Tommy John surgery, which means JP France has a real shot in this rotation until the Astros can make a trade for a guy like Eduardo Rodriguez or Lance McCullers eventually returns, but we can't hold our breath for that to ever happen. Maybe it'll be in June. Who knows when it comes to McCullers? JP France is going to have at least an opportunity to make half a dozen starts here for the big league club, if not more. In his debut, he threw 51 of his 84 pitches for strikes, and he was in line for the win before the bullpen coughed it up. If you look at the AAA numbers for the 28-year-old, he had a .233 ERA, a 1.05 whip, and 26 Ks to 11 walks in 19 innings. Is he going to blow people out of the water? No, but can he get you some quality starts here, especially early on? I think with this offense around him, the answer is yes, so let's add JP France if we need some rotation depth, and I'm pretty sure we all could use that. All hail to the king, Michael King, New York Yankees reliever, rostered in 59% of leagues. Michael King is starting to look like an option here at the back end of the bullpen for the Yankees. Clay Holmes has struggled this season, and Michael King already is starting to be groomed for shorter outings and maybe going back-to-back. That could mean at any point you could see an opportunity for King to take over for saves when they become available for the New York Yankees, and that would push Holmes' value out. Now, if you have Clay Holmes, I would absolutely be adding Michael King, but if you just need saves right now, let's start speculating already and see where things go before it gets too late and there is a definitive swap, because once that happens, we're gonna have to pay 3 times as much for Michael King because of the save opportunities. So let's get ahead of the game and add Michael King now, because so far in the year he's got a 1.0 whip, a 1.35 ERA, 24 strikeouts in just 20 innings, and just 4 walks with 16 hits allowed. That's what I'm talking about. This looks much better than right now what Clay Holmes is giving the Yankees, and Michael King could be king in the castle in the 9th inning very soon. Speaking of saves, let's try to add Jason Adam before it's too late, relief pitcher of the Tampa Bay Rays. He's rostered in almost half of leagues already ever since Peter Fairbanks went on the IL with that forearm injury. Last week, he was the go-to closer guy. He recorded 4 saves in his last 5 outings, and he holds a 10-to-1 strikeout to walk rate during that stretch. Although Fairbanks is playing catch already and could be eligible to return as early as May 16th, we've all seen sometimes these guys rush back and sometimes they end up right back on the IL. So I would speculatively add Jason Adam anyway, just for the insurance policy, because you never know if there's another injury to Fairbanks or something slows his return, in which case, even if you can get another 3 or 4 saves in season-long roto leagues, those few saves could be the difference of you winning a category. So add Jason Adam today. And last but not least, for Week 7 in Major League Baseball waiver wire, let's add J.J. Bleday, outfielder for the Oakland A's. He is rostered in roughly 20% of leagues, and he's come up pretty strong already. Over his first 7 games, he's got 2 home runs, and he's hitting the ball hard all over the place with a .375 batting average, and he's scored 5 runs. Look, the A's have nothing to lose. They might as well be playing this guy here, and this once former top prospect for the Marlins is very divisive. I know a lot of people didn't like J.J. Bleday. I actually was a fan of his in college at Vanderbilt, and it's clear from the onset that the change of scenery has been good for J.J. Bleday. In AAA this year, he is hitting .316 with a .429 OBP and a .643 slugging percentage and a .1072 OPS with 7 homers and 19 RBI. Now, we'll take it with a small grain of salt because, yes, it is the PCL, and yes, those numbers do get inflated. Also, we can't forget, in 65 games last year for the Marlins, he was terrible. He hit under 200, a 167 batting average, and a 586 OPS. That's gross. Perhaps the A's have figured something out here, and this year they're getting him on the right track. Again, playing time should not be an issue when it comes to J.J. Bleday, and as long as he continues to make strong contact and flash some of this power, he is going to find everyday at-bats, especially with Ramon Laureano on the shelf. So, if you're in need of some outfield help right now, I think it's a good opportunity to add J.J. Bleday, and who knows, this little $1 waiver claim could end up with some serious returns if he continues to keep anything close to the pace they showed at AAA or his first week in the big leagues this year for the Oakland A's. Goodness knows the A's could use some positive storylines. There you have it. Those are the names to add in Major League Baseball. I want you to drop a comment below. Let me know who you're adding this week. Maybe you can help me put some players on my roster. And if you haven't seen it already, Welsh is doing all these amazing trade videos every week, so peep them as well. And check out Leading Off Live, 12:30 Eastern every single day, Monday through Friday, where we're talking fantasy baseball and having fun. We love our Fantasy Pros community. And again, don't forget to click that bell for notifications so you know when all the content drops here on our channel. And go play some more fantasy baseball over at So Rare MLB. The next era is yours, but only if you sign up. FantasyPros.com/collect. That's the place to do it. So that'll do it for me, Joey P. We'll see you next time, kids.